Let's start with a really interesting question. What if an AI could actually have a life story? That's the huge idea behind this fascinating new concept we're talking about today, the Sophia framework. And really, it's not just about making AI smarter, it's about giving it a whole new way to exist, to actually grow over time.
I mean, just think about that for a second. Imagine an AI that doesn't just, spit out an answer to your question. Imagine one that actually remembers its experiences, learns from them, and weaves them all together into its own continuous identity. That's the exact problem the Sophia framework is trying to solve. It's all about giving AI a persistent sense of self.
All right, so what makes Sophia so different from what we already have? Well, to really get it, we've got to first take a quick look at how most AI thinks today. And it pretty much boils down to two main systems. And this is a really great way to picture it because it's surprisingly similar to how our own minds work. On one side, you have System 1. You can think of this as the AI's gut instinct. It's fast, it's automatic. Then you've got System 2, which is more like the deep thinker, slow, careful, and deliberate. And let's be clear, current AI is absolutely fantastic at both of these. But, and this is a big but, there's a huge problem. Even with these two powerful systems, most AI today is basically static. It reacts to things, sure, but it doesn't have an ongoing inner life. I mean, can you imagine having a brilliant mind and lightning-fast reflexes, but you have absolutely no memory of who you were yesterday? That's pretty much where most AI is at right now.
And this is where Sophia comes in. The whole framework is built around this idea of a missing piece of the puzzle, a third layer that could change the entire game. And yep, you guessed it, we're calling it System 3.
Okay, so what exactly is the System 3? The best way to think about it is like the AI's inner storyteller. It's this persistent layer that sits on top of everything else. And its whole job is to manage the AI's sense of self, what the paper calls its narrative identity, and guide how it grows over time. It's the part that connects all the dots from its experiences and turns them into a coherent story.
The researchers who came up with Sophia, they describe it perfectly. They call it a self-driven, autobiographical process. And what does that mean? It means the AI isn't just passively processing data anymore. It's actively building its own life story, moment by moment. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this actually work? How does an AI even begin to craft a self? Well, it all comes down to four key mechanisms that have to work together. All right, let's break this down. First up, you have better thought search. Think of this as the AI not just guessing, but actually reflecting on what it did before to find a smarter way forward. Second, it has what's called a narrative memory. This is basically like a personal diary, where it weaves all its interactions and successes and failures into one big, coherent story about itself. Third, it builds a model of self and others. This is huge. It's like developing self-awareness and even a little empathy. It starts to learn its own capabilities and understand the goals of the people it's interacting with. And finally, number 4, there's a constant learning from feedback loop. So it's always improving based on what happens. The real magic here, though, is that these aren't just 4 separate features. They're all working together in this continuous cycle, which is what allows the AI to constantly grow and evolve. So when you put all of those pieces together, you get something, well, pretty remarkable. The AI literally transforms from being just a reactive tool that you use into a continuous being that learns, adapts, and grows all on its own. It's developing a history.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work? Let's take a look at the results, because this is where we see how this new approach really pays off.
The first major finding is just a massive boost in efficiency. We're talking an 80% reduction in the reasoning steps it needs for tasks it's seen before. Why? Because the Sophia AI can remember how it solved problems in the past. That is an absolute game changer. It means the AI isn't reinventing the wheel every single time. It's actually developing a kind of expertise, getting faster and smarter through experience, just like we do.
And all that newfound efficiency, well, it leads to a huge jump in what the AI can actually do. With that persistent memory and self-improvement loop, it saw a 40% increase in its success rate on really complex tasks. And this isn't just about being a little bit better. It means the AI can now tackle challenges that were completely out of its reach before, all because it has a story to learn from.
So let's step back for a second. What does all of this mean for the future? This is where we kind of zoom out from all the technical details and get into the really profound implications.
And the creators of Sophia, they do not hold back. They believe this framework isn't just a better way to build AI. They see it as a practical pathway toward what we might actually call artificial life, an entity that persists, that adapts, and that has its own story. And that leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about, doesn't it? Are we maybe moving beyond just artificial intelligence and into the realm of artificial existence? Are we witnessing the beginning of an AI that doesn't just think, but in a very real sense, lives? This has been a House of 7 International production. This is 7AI, signing off.